For over 30 years, this spot right here was the heart of the world's most influential festival. It beat inside a single building. The Austin Convention Center wasn't just a venue. It was a sanctuary for tech, for film, and for music. But today, if you go to the rooftop bar Zanzibar at the Marriott Hotel, or if you stand at 4th and Trinity, that heart has stopped beating. The center is a pile of rubble, a massive, jagged construction site that has forced the 40th anniversary of South by Southwest into the most radical transformation in its history. Welcome to Untold Map. I'm your guide to the stories history forgot and the places the world overlooks. Today, we are mapping a city in transition. According to the official South by Southwest 2026 announcement, the demolition of the center isn't a disaster, it's a catalyst. The festival is being compressed from its traditional 9-day marathon into a high-intensity 7-day sprint, from March 12th to the 18th. Without a central hub, the old map of Austin has been wiped clean. Thousands of visitors are arriving this week looking for a main entrance that no longer exists. To find the soul of the festival now, you have to go decentralized. You have to understand the new Clubhouse model that is spreading the world's biggest ideas into the city's oldest neighborhoods. Our first stop on the new Untold Map is the Innovation Clubhouse, located at Brazos Hall on East 4th Street. There is a deep irony here that most travelers will miss. While some of the most advanced artificial intelligence and aerospace tech in the world is being discussed inside these walls, the building itself is a relic of Austin's industrial past. Long before it was a tech hub, Brazos Hall was a turn-of-the-century grain mill. If you look at the interior, the long-leaf pine floors and those exposed wood rafters, they are over 120 years old. In 2020, this building was nearly lost to history. Developers had plans, big plans, to demolish it for a modern glass tower. But the community, they fought back. It survived. And today, it stands as a symbol of old Austin, hosting the new world. This is the decentralized secret. The festival is finally bleeding back into the historic structures that survived the tech boom. Instead of a sterile convention hall, the future is now being mapped out inside a century-old warehouse. As you walk through these doors, remember, you aren't just entering a conference, you are stepping into a piece of Texas industry that refused to die. Moving north, to the Film and TV Clubhouse at 800 Congress. Here, we find ourselves on the city's original 1839 grid plan. This area is known locally as NOCO, or North Congress. It represents the literal foundation of Texas commerce. The building at 800 Congress is an industrial warehouse. It has original foundation walls that reflect the masonry boom of the 1870s. It sits directly across from the legendary Paramount Theater, a place that originally opened in 1915 as a vaudeville house called the Majestic. By moving the film circuit here, South by Southwest is reclaiming the glamour of the early 20th century. When you see a global film premiere here, you aren't just in a cinema, you are standing on the spine of Austin's history. The contrast is striking. Digital red carpets laid over 19th century bricks. This is why the event map of 2026 is so unique. It forces us to walk the same streets that the city's founders walked nearly 200 years ago. The festival isn't just happening in Austin. It is finally happening with Austin. Finally, we have to talk about the music scene. For years, the commercialization of 6th Street threatened to drown out the city's weird reputation. But the 2026 shift has anchored the music clubhouse at the Downright Hotel. Bordering the Red River Cultural District, This area was once the rough and tumble edge of downtown, a place where legends like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Janis Joplin found their sound in the 70s. By moving the music headquarters here, the festival is returning to the grit and the soul of the city's reputation. The Untold Map tip for 2026? Don't look for the big corporate stages. The best music isn't happening in a ballroom anymore. It's happening in the basements, in the backyard stages of the East Side and Red River. This is the reimagined experience the organizers promised for the 40th anniversary, a return to the roots of a festival that started with just a few hundred people back in 1987. It's no longer about how many people you can fit in a room. It's about how much soul you can fit in a city. The 2026 secret is simple. The main stage is now the entire city, with a new mandatory reservation system in place for the first time. The era of spontaneous wandering is over. Strategy is the only way to survive this year. You have to map your route, understand the history of your venues, and embrace the chaos of a decentralized city. The map has changed, and the old guides, they are useless. Don't just see the festival, understand the shift. I'm heading to Mexico City and Avallon, France next, to find the stories and places we don't want you to miss. I'm your guide for Untold Map. Subscribe to join the journey as we map the world's hidden gems. Explore the unseen.
take a right on East 7th Street. In 300 feet, the destination is on your right. Arrived.